name is Augustine Woodson, and I'm 7 years old. May you introduce yourself?
Oh, my name is Marie Woodson, and I'm a state representative. Thank you for being here.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
No, I do not mind at all.
What is your job here in Tallahassee?
Okay, I'm a state representative,
Ooh.
and I have two offices, one in my district, which is South Broward County, and one in Tallahassee. When I'm in Tallahassee, we are in session. Session means we all come together, the 120 of us. It's 120 of us here, people like me. We come here, we have to pass laws, and we have to balance the budget for the state of Florida as well. So that's my job. Until we finish balancing the budget for the state of Florida, I cannot go back to my district.
Does a bill and right have to be a big idea?
A bill doesn't have to be a big idea. It has to be an idea. You might have an idea for a bill for something that you feel you want to see happening in the state of Florida. And you can call your state representative or your senator, because we have state representative and we have senator. So you can call either one of us with the idea, and then the idea, depending on what it is, it can turn into a bill. But there's a process that it has to go through.
What should kids know about your job?
What you need to know about my job is the fact that I impact your life as a child. I impact seniors, adults, grown-ups, veterans, everybody. What we do impact everybody's life. You know why? Because we pass laws, and laws impact people in all kinds of ways, depending what the law is. So you need to know that it's important for you to stay informed. So this is why it's so good what they're doing with you here. Your school makes sure that you are exposed, which means at a very young age, you get to come to Tallahassee, you get to interview me. At your age, I would not even think about that. So I give your school credit for making sure that you are engaged, that you are informed, and I hope one day you can be in my seat, making a difference just like I'm making.
Did you go to preschool? If not, who took care of you?
Oh, that's such a great question. I was born in Haiti, right? So my mother had 6 children. So my father used to work. My mother used to take care of me. I was at home until I was 4. And then at 4 years old, they put me in a school in Haiti. I went to a school where we had nuns as teachers. So yes, my mother took care of me, I would say my entire life until I get to be an adult. But my teachers, when I went to that school, the teachers took care of your needs, making sure that you are learning, that you are stimulated, that you know certain things in order for you to be able to get to elementary, middle, and high school, and later on college.
Who was your favorite teacher and why?
That's such a good question. You're gonna be one day. You want to be the president of the United States one day? I can see that happening. My favorite teacher actually was my first grade teacher. Mrs. Mathilde was her first name. And the reason that I think she was my favorite teacher, she was very loving, she was very caring, but she wanted to make sure that you learn. She wanted to make sure that we take school very serious. And she always used to tell me that she saw something in me that I believe that I didn't even see myself.
Did you have a job before you came here?
I did have a job. When I came here, I started in Miami-Dade County government. I had a little position, and then I went to school full-time. I worked full-time, and I started moving up. I became a supervisor, a manager, a division director. At one point, I was in charge of 5 divisions for Miami-Dade County government.
How many degrees did you get?
How many degrees? Well, I had a first degree at Miami-Dade College, then I got another one at FIU, which is Florida International University. And then I got a master's degree from St. Thomas University. You never stop learning. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see that as you go up. Just like right now, you're very smart. You know, you're interviewing me. It's like I'm sitting in front of a grown-up. The way you asking me those questions, and you're not even looking at anything. You're just asking questions, which is great. So I never stop learning. Even now, who knows what's the next step going to be for me? Just like you, I know you're gonna go and do bigger things, greater things. I can see you becoming the next president of the United States. What do you want to do? Now you're asking me a question. I'm gonna ask you one too. What do you want to do when you grow up, when you get older?
If I get older, I want to run for president, and if I do win, I'll do the right for everyone can at least have some money and enough to get a house and rent.
So I wasn't wrong when I say you are going to be the next president of the United States. I would give you one advice. You say, if you win, start saying when I win.
Mm-hmm.
Just say when I win. Because you know you are going to win. You are winning by just being here at the Capitol, doing what you're doing. That's a winner right there, right? And based on what you just told me, I know you have a good heart as a kid. And I hope it remains like that. And one day, God makes your dream come true. I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to interview me. I will never forget this interview because as a young man, I call you young man even though really you're a child, right? You impressed me by your questions, by the way you carried yourself. And I can tell that your school, first your family, your parents did a great job raising you. Then your school has invested a lot in you by the way you conduct this interview. And I have to give you some credit as well because sometimes you can have good parents, you can have good school and good teachers, and they still not like you. Not blaming them, something happened, but you taking it all in and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So congratulations on doing such a great job with the interview. And I look forward to seeing you again. Don't let this be your last visit at the Capitol. Okay? We hope to see you again. One day I hope to see you in my seat before you become the President of the United States.